Camp Griddlemore, I have a confession to make. I am a huge fan of the pizza steak, and there is a pizza joint in my neighborhood that makes them perfectly, so I've actually never made one for myself. But on this weekend's camping trip, I wanted to try to make one on the Blackstone Camping Griddle. So this is gonna be my first time making a pizza steak, and you're here for it. I think I've got the process down. I think I'm gonna nail this, but let's get camping and let's get cooking, and we'll find out. After you watch this episode of Camp Griddlemore, go back and watch the episode of Chef Nathan Lippy's Cook, Eat, Repeat, where he makes what he calls a pizza cheesesteak. Where I come from, we just call them pizza steaks. But I'm gonna use a few of his methods and I'm gonna change a few things. One thing he did is he put the tomato sauce directly on the bread, but where I come from, everybody mixes the tomato sauce in with the steak. So that's what I'm gonna try to do today. I think it'll work out well. So let's start prepping our ingredients. Let's get started by slicing up our deli rolls, and I got smaller rolls here. You could of course do this on a much larger hoagie roll or something like that, but let's slice those up. We wanna leave them hinged and hope they stay together. And then what I think will be a secret weapon for these pizza steaks is using this Kerrygold butter with the herb and garlic. I think that'll give this like a really, really nice toast and make it almost taste like garlic bread. After that, we'll slice up our Roma tomatoes, which are recommended by Chef Nathan because they're nice and firm, they have a little bit of crunch to them, and we're also gonna put a little SPG to season. Yeah, oops, a little bit too much on that first one, but the rest of them came out fine. And then after that, we'll cut up our pepperoni into smaller pieces, and those will be our toppings for the very end. All right, now let's spread out our shaved ribeye a little bit, and we're gonna add some seasoning. I'm actually gonna go down with the Blackstone Tuscan Herb and add a little bit of red pepper and a little bit of garlic for some extra kick. That Tuscan Herb seems to work well on anything in the Italian family of foods. Let's get started by heating up our pizza sauce on the side burner, and we're gonna keep that side burner on low heat just so that the sauce is simmering, and we'll keep our eye on it during the cook. Now let's turn our griddle onto medium heat and get our steak down. And we wanna just pull our steak apart as we're cooking so it doesn't clump up. We wanna spread it apart and use all the available griddle space. Once our steak is at about 80 or 90% done, let's gather it together and actually use the Blackstone omelet ring to keep it kind of nice and organized, because we're gonna pour our pizza sauce over it, and I don't want that spilling all over the griddle top. I think this will keep it contained. Then we're gonna immediately put down our thin sliced mozzarella cheese, and we're gonna put our basting dome on top to let that melt. Now we're not gonna have a lot of available space to toast our buns, so once this is done and once it's solidified a little bit, we're gonna pull the basting dome off, tuck the meat over into the corner, and that will give us the room to toast up our hoagie rolls. Unfortunately, we did lose the hinge on our hoagie rolls. We were hanging by a thread there and they did come apart. This is day-old bakery bread here. Maybe I sliced it a little bit too much. But we're gonna add some pepperoni. We're gonna pull this apart into two different sections. We're gonna have a little bit of extra meat to trim off the edges. We're gonna use our spatula to scoop this right onto the hoagie roll. And the finishing touch will be to put those Roma tomatoes on top, close these up, and take a bite and eat and enjoy. All right, Camp Griddlemore, let's dive in and take a bite. These came out good. Look at the bonus piece here. I think these came out really good. We lost the hinge on the bread, but otherwise this is what I was looking for. Let's take a bite. Oh my gosh, this came out so good. This tastes so good. And the secret weapon, really, as crazy as it sounds, is that Kerrygold garlic and herb butter, because it feels like I have a pizza steak on garlic bread. And the rolls are nice and crispy. The steak was nice and tender because we took our time and went low and slow. The addition of the Roma tomatoes and the pepperoni also really add a nice burst of flavor on this pizza steak. I'm not gonna say that I'm making them better than my local pizza joint, but I think I came pretty close on this one. Very happy with how this came out and the technique that we used on the griddle, even though we lost the hinges on our rolls. So let me know in the comments below, would you do a different process making pizza steak on your griddle? I'm really curious to see what everybody thinks. I kind of think that the way we did this with the omelet ring and the way we used the basting dome and poured the tomato sauce on, I think that all worked really, really great, but let me know if you'd have a better way to do it. And we'll see you next week here on Camp Griddlemore.